Dogs who bonded on the streets are separated at a shelter until a twist of fate intervenes. Adopting a dog is a huge step for anyone, with all the stress, money, and responsibility involved. It's perfectly understandable that folks would have their hands full with even one more pup. Naturally, they're rarely able to adopt a whole litter. Because of this, rescue dogs are often separated from their parents, siblings, offspring, and play pals. While it's understandable that most families don't have the means to welcome every animal into their home, it's still a sad thought knowing that these dogs miss the companionship of their furry friends and families. Abby Rayleigh was just another stray living on the streets when she and the male dog were taken into the Adams County Pet Rescue in Othello, Washington. She and her doggy companion were placed into separate kennels within the same facility. Everything started to change, though, when Abby Rayleigh snuck out of her kennel and was later found laying right next to the other dog. As it turned out, much to the volunteers' surprise, the two dogs were a bonded pair. It was quite literally puppy love. The male dog, who would later be nicknamed Otto, was Abby Rayleigh's best friend and companion, almost like her boyfriend. Unfortunately for her, Otto was adopted fairly quickly while she stayed behind. Otto was adopted as soon because he was a much more social pup. Abby Rayleigh, on the other hand, needed a lot more training to be considered ready for adoption. It was clear she missed her friend terribly. 6 months later, however, she was finally placed in her own loving forever home. Even better, Abby Rayleigh's new family decided that they wanted to give her a friend. So, they reached out to Alicia and Rebecca, two women who run the YouTube account Animal Time TV. The pair had plenty of experience with dog rescues, and they would be able to help find Abby Rayleigh a fitting pal. Amazingly, after speaking to the Adams County Pet Rescue Shelter manager, Alicia and Rebecca discovered that Abby Rayleigh's old companion Otto had actually been returned to the shelter. Thrilled, the women picked him up right away and prepared for a reunion. There was still no telling how the reunion would go. After all, it had been a while since the pair had seen each other. What would happen? Would they even remember each other? Right away, it was obvious that they would. They ran up to greet each other, and the sparks flew. Abby Rayleigh and Otto were a perfect pair, and they most certainly remembered each other. In fact, they missed each other so much that their excitement at seeing each other again could hardly be contained. Alicia and Rebecca now use this amazing reunion as an opportunity to encourage people to consider adopting bonded pairs whenever they visit a shelter. Not only can families guarantee that these dogs will get along with one another, but they can ensure that they'll each overcome any anxieties a lot faster now that their security blankets are with them. It's important to remember that dogs are just as capable of forming long-lasting relationships with other pups, just like humans do with each other. Just take this other rescue dog friendship from San Francisco. While many dogs out there live in loving homes, the unfortunate reality is that millions of unwanted pups are surrendered to shelters each and every year, leaving them alone and abandoned.